go ahead and talk about the defensive side of the ball, the spring ball. We've gone through spring ball now. We've gone through 6, 7, 8 days of practice, I do believe. We did have our scrimmage this past Saturday, and yesterday we did have an open eyes practice. And during that open eyes practice, we got to see many things. One of the things that we got to see is who exactly is going to be the #1 defense.
But first, welcome to the Eyes on Texas channel. And welcome everyone.
One of the things that we got to see is who exactly is going to be the #1 defense. And as Coach Sark hasn't put it out 100% who it is going to be as of yet, we don't know who the number 1, 2, 3 guys is exactly going to be as far as in the depth chart, but we do have a pretty good idea of what it is shaking down to be. Let's go ahead and get started about with the defensive line. And man, you can go ahead and write Keandre Colburn in there as the starting nose guard. The big boy, 6'2", just under 350 biscuits, has been a starter on the 40 ever since he came into campus and has been a big-time playmaker on the defensive line for the Texas Longhorns. And going to be the three technique defensive tackle. Just a young kid, man. He is a junior, spent some time on the 40, but he's just now turning 20 years old this year. And that's going to be Moro Ojimo. Now playing the three technique, probably going to be his best lineup, his best spot for success for the KD product coming out of the Houston era. Moro Ojimo has been not lived up to expectations, but one of the things that people don't know about him is his youth, is he is just now turning 20 years old. He has been on the campus for 3 years. He has 3 years of experience, but he was just a young buck. So the time to really mature, really develop, really get up that strength and quickness for that three technique defensive tackle is just now coming into play. And one of the things that whenever you're talking about with Ojimo, one of the things that you do want to keep in mind is that football IQ, along whenever he does get that playing time, is going to bolster up. It is going to intensify, and it is going to come together whenever he does get that time. He does get that reps, and he does get all those snaps. Backing up the nose guard position is going to be Trevonde Sweat. Been the backup for Keandre Colburn ever since they both came into the 40 acres. An absolute beast. Me, in my personal opinion, is both of these guys are league guys, NFL written all over him. And of course, the third string nose guard coming in is going to be Sawyer Gorham Welch. Looking forward to what we have coming out of him. He is a little bit more of a younger player, but he is coming up as long as well. If you're wondering about where they're putting Alfred Collins, the absolute standout defensive lineman, has been playing the majority of his time on the 40 acres as a three technique defensive tackle, but it looks like for playing times purposes, they are moving him out to the edge where he is looking to be a defensive end kind of sort of role. He is going to come off that edge where he is amongst looking like he is backing up Jacoby Jones, because it does look like Jacoby Jones is securing one of those edge spots, looking like he was coming out of a strong side defensive end coming out of a high school. That's where he's looking to play here. Is he's 6'4", 255 pounds, and he is looking like he is going to be the starting edge for the Texas Longhorns. And backing him up, like I was talking about previously, is going to be Alfred Collins, 6'5", 302 pounds. Talking about the defensive end, like I was talking about earlier, we do have the one being Jacoby Jones, and Alfred Collins going to go ahead and be backing him up. So Alfred Collins is definitely going to get some run there as with the ones and twos this year. So with that being said, he is just too talented of a defensive lineman to be sitting on the sideline. So they made the move to outside just to get some more PT, some more reps, and some more snaps. Some more other defensive linemen that are definitely going to see lots of reps, definitely going to see lots of snaps. Probably out of the freshman defensive lineman that has made the biggest impact so far and most definitely turned the most heads so far is going to be Byron Murphy II, coming out of the DeSoto. He was on the defensive line with the DeSoto Eagles with a 5-star talent Shamar Turner, who is gigging with the Aggies, but many eyes that were on the defensive line the whole entire year for the Eagles. Adam DeSoto, many people thought that Byron Murphy II was in fact the best defensive lineman on that DeSoto Eagle defensive line, and the way it is shaping up, it is looking like that way as the young defensive lineman. The comparisons of Aaron Donald are coming out, but I think that's just more of his relentlessness in his pursuits of the football and his height, as he's 6'1", right around 260, right around 270 pounds, somewhere in that range. But the big difference between Aaron Donald and Byron Murphy II when it comes to body types is that Aaron Donald is absolutely ripped 100% machine on the defensive tackle. He has been a defensive player of the year in the NFL, and being a very powerful young freshman, Byron Murphy II does have a bit of a roll down there, as many defensive linemen does. He does not have the ripped six-pack abs. So when they're talking about Byron Murphy and making the comp to Aaron Donald, it's really going to be about the relentlessness of the football and the body, the size. He is going to have the long arms from being only 6'1", but it is going to be that stature. Is the big difference is going to be the absolute rippedness of the defensive lineman coming out of the NFL, Aaron Donald. But man, whenever we're talking about Byron Murphy, a lot of people were excited about whenever he committed. Byron Murphy has absolutely made an impact. He is going to be one of my impact freshmen to look out for this year, without a doubt. 100%. That's what I got on the defensive lineman. Prince Deborah is definitely going to get some PT this year, coming off that edge. Prince Deborah, out of the edge rushers, he is showing the most explosiveness and overall speed, in my personal opinion, from what I've read about Prince, the Highland Park product coming out of the DFW area. He has a great motor and a great nose for the football, but man, just finding it and settling in, learning the position, snap in and snap out is what he does need to go ahead and grow and develop. As young Prince Deborah has overrun some plays in camp this off season with that athleticism. He does run into some plays with that athleticism as well. He does run in and blow up some running backs as well and get some easy touches on the quarterbacks when he does get that sack, when he does get that outside edge. But Prince Deborah just does need to overall hone in his talents and not get caught out of place too often.
Thanks again for watching, and be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the little gray bell so you are notified as soon as I upload new content. Keep your head in a swivel, horns always up.